in week 3. Hasn't thrown one since. That was the only Pitt loss this year. On first down, it is a give to Quadri Olison, who had at Syracuse last week. Second down and 1, back to Olison. North Carolina have yards per pop. First down and 10. They fake to Boyd, now pass to Boyd. They use him in a lot of different ways. And Tyler Boyd gets
particularly in space.
Peterman to throw for the second time tonight. It is Tyler Boyd making the grab, and he's run out of bounds by Sam Smiley, about a yard shy of the line to gain. They continue to use him in multiple ways.
Yeah, it's a physical run, and then it's the play-action passing game. And when Peterman puts the ball in the air, Boyd is going.
Against North Carolina last year in a 40-35 loss. They lined him up in the backfield that time, and a flag is thrown.
Ball start, offense, number 63.
3rd and 6. North Carolina brings 5 on a twist. On the slant, it's Boyd for a first down. The fake to Olison, and Peterman went down. Boyd working in the slot as they give it to Olison, running it left, and he gets it. Well protected. Peterman with plenty of time. Throwing over the middle, and he's got it.
At the bottom. Go ahead and let it roll right now, guys. And then Challengeworth is coming from the opposite side. Sets into that void that was created by the vertical.
Involved. That's a nice way to do it, using Boyd as a decoy. It's a fake to James. It's a keeper for Peterman. And he
is number 4.
Tyler Boyd in the slot to the left. Gene Chizik said, we have to find 23 on every play. Second down and 10. 10th play of the drive is a strike over the middle for Boyd and a first down. This is a give to the sophomore out of Chicago, Chris James, and he gets
Chizik's defense.
12th play of the drive. 4-man rush, Peterman over the middle, and it is caught by Dantes Ford. Peterman on the release, thrown it to the edge, and just not much there for Olison as he gets run down immediately by Des Lawrence. And that will bring up 4. It says it on the other side of this break. 2:46 to go for the opening quarter. Peterman, very good drive, settled for a field goal the first time.
Colts Panthers at 8:15 Monday on ESPN.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Lambert, one of the biggest treats of Chuck's life was when Nate Peterman could bring him to the Steelers facility for a practice, which the Panthers and Steelers share. It's a big thrill for Chuck. And it should be enough for a first down.
We talked about
the main Mike linebacker for this North Carolina defense.
Yes, Adam. Jeff Schottmer, the middle linebacker. He enters this game with a bit of a
nickels for loss on the season, making his 32nd career start. This time it'll be Peterman on the sneak, pushing ahead across the 45, and should have enough for the first down. This is what Pitt has done really well.
Level.
Opening quarter is through. 3-3. North Carolina and Pitt battling for first place in the ACC Coastal tonight. In his 4th catch of the season. I think the Big 12 is probably the conference that sticks out in terms of November being the eliminator. The Weiler has been very good in that department this season anyway. So 4 of the top 10 teams are on the ESPN networks on Saturday. Can't watch them all at the same time, so bring your, despite Des Lawrence trying to trip him up and turns it into about a 5-yard gain. Boyd very good in all 3 facets. He can pass the ball too, he can run it, he can catch it. He was on the reverse and then he gets the fake. It's Chris James up the middle, picking up about 3 yards. Second down and 7. Boyd's a legitimate NFL receiver.
Don't want to be 3rd and 8, 9 where they have to throw the football. That isn't who Nate Peterman is.
Remember, this is a team, what did Jim?
The option route inside, and Boyd is just the inside guy in a trip set right there.
Olison with a lead blocker, diving ahead, and this one's going to be close. That's a sliver of a football.
1/8 of an inch to spare right there.
Millimeter.
Pat Narduzzi rolls the dice early in this game and
has a first down near the 35-yard line, brought down by Schottmer.
Pitt loves to use their tight ends. You'll see that
tonight. That time Lawrence comes up clutch. Just the 2nd incompletion for Peterman on 13 passes.
You talked about it. A great play by Des Lawrence at the end, and quite frankly,
he dropped 20 pounds to play the Sam linebacker spot.
And he was getting pressure right there, and it was one of the few times that Gene Chizik brought extra bodies. It was
going down with West Virginia and TCU. It'll be Trevon.
33-yard line.
Needless to say, Pitt needs something.
Across the 25. Adnan, what do you got at halftime for us?
Adam, it is going to be scintillating. The Land Rover halftime report, including update what's happening with West Virginia and TCU, the number 5 team right now in the country. Also,
much appreciated, Adnan. Trevon Boykin, part of the Heismanology that's behind him. You'll hear from Joe Tess later on tonight, along with David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Kaylee Hartung in the back end.
But who else when Boyd's taken away? And right now, Pitt is having a hard time finding that guy.
A punt return here. It's down at the 22-yard line. Well, they have 44 seconds to the Pitt Panthers and 2 timeouts. And can Nate Peterman get something going here for Pat Narduzzi's team? They've had long drives, extended drives. They've ran 36 plays, more plays than North Carolina. They've had the ball for 18.5 minutes, but only had 3 points.
From the 22, first and 10.
There was movement before the play off the left side. It was Adam Bisnawadi, the left tackle.
Ball start, offense, number 69, 5-yard penalty, first down.
25th career start for Bisnawadi. That leads the offensive line, which came in nearing 100 career starts.
You're right. The clock had started. 10 seconds or more had run off the clock. Now they're down to 24 and had to burn a timeout.
Pat Narduzzi is still communicating right now with Jim Chaney, and somebody maybe missed a sign or somebody just lost what they were supposed to do on that particular play. Not saying it was necessarily Chaney or Narduzzi, but they burned a precious second.
Boyd running a seam and doesn't look back for it, and Des Lawrence should have made this play, but that was a
Virginia with a clutch play, and it's 3rd down.
Tyler Boyd was able to shake loose on that deep out route.
Another 4-man rush. Peterman over the middle. He's got the first down inside the 40-yard line. J.P. Holtz now about a 56-yard field goal for Chris Blewett. Remember, he hit a career-long 56-yarder 2 weeks ago to beat Georgia Tech. Technically, the clock has hit triple zeros. The clock should have stopped with about 2 seconds left. But if you go... Quinton Orginis with the block. Strong run, grabbed at the ankles and brought down quickly by Donnie Miles after this has to be, it feels like, Kelly, feels like it has to be a touchdown for Pitt if they want to stay in.
Yeah, I knew where you were going with that, to get points, and they need points desperately right here.
See that red zone percentage, not very good. The touchdown percentage is full of hard hits. Out to the 25-yard line will come the Pitt offense. Another good kick by Weiler, who just banged through a field goal. As we celebrate play for Ford, but it's incomplete.
And Ford released on the outside, and Tyler Boyd
was Sam Smiley, safety, who went off to the sideline limping off for the Tar Heels on that previous play. So Dominique Green, who's a backup safety, has come into the game, the junior out of North Carolina, and there is Smiley. Injuries his entire stint in North Carolina. 4 for 10 on 3rd down. Peterman with time, stepping away from pressure. He has to get to the 35-yard.
Nate Peterman makes a great play because they had a man-beating route, but they...
P. Holtz. That's his 3rd catch of the night so far. That one for 15. Inside of 9 to play. Nate Peterman to Pitt, enrolls in May, going for his MBA, and has taken over since the 3rd game of the year as the start out by Rashad. About 3rd and 2 coming up here. Big play for Pitt coming up.
And it's interesting, but Jim Chaney, the offensive coordinator for Pitt, is all about the hot hand, and Chris James has a little more shake about him as well.
Freshman, and that sprung Olison for 10 yards and a first down.
The right tackle, Brian O'Neill, pulls, as well as George Ashton, and the point of attack was outside as opposed to between the tackles.
Holding penalty of the night.
And this is where Pitt has had trouble, Adam.
Yep. Marining Des Lawrence, so they pick up all that penalty yardage back, and it'll set up 2nd and 10.
Position was trying to get up the hash in that seam route, and just one more play to try to get the football down the field. And obviously North Carolina knows where number 23 Tyler Boyd.
The ruling on the field stands. First down.
What might have been a little misleading, Adam, is the fact that he snatched the football but kept the football
Inside the 5-yard line.
A great way to get the second level of coverage to step up is play action pass by pulling a guard, and that's exactly what Pitt did. And then Boyd gets in behind those linebackers at that second level.
First, starting to get going now. He's got 8 for the game. 3 tight end look now for Pitt. Here is Olesen trying to churn those legs, and Quadri Olesen is into the end zone for him. Hunter Lent and Corbin Daly, but Mangili, who is often the holder for this team, is the number 3 punter.
What has happened to just directional kicking? Direction
line. Here is James. And James got stacked up, hit hard by Andre Smith. Redshirt for a true freshman, rather, out of Jacksonville. Here they go. Sunday, Thomas Sirk doing it for Duke in a 4-overtime Duke win over Virginia Tech, the longest game in ACC. And there goes Chris James trying to squeeze forward for some cushion yardage. Hey, Doug. Aflac. Which ACC program has the most all-time victories? Our Aflac trivia question. And because to the 17-yard line, Sam Smiley finally there on the stop after an 8-yard run. What type of drive do you want to see from Pitt right now to get a point? On Peterman, who runs out of time in real estate. Got chased towards the sideline by Mikey Bart, the junior out of Georgia.
And see, Adam, that's exactly where Pitt has issues. You know, they ran the ball.
At J.P. Holtz in the area, and it brings up 3rd down and 10. And Kelly, you were talking about it on 1st down, on 2nd down. This is where you miss. Head forward. Second consecutive week that Pitt runs a fake. James, so no grounding penalty, 2nd down.
Maybe Matt Galambos is that other explosive offensive player if you get him out there.
You need somebody besides 20. Rodgers, again, trying to get Tyler Boyd the football. He's got 10 catches tonight after a career-high 12 last week at Syracuse. Arizona State tonight. When that's done, Sports Center at night. Complete post-game wrap from Dolphins Patriots. It's all Patriots, by the way. So here comes Pitt. Can Boyd get going? Can Dantes Ford do something? They need 2 touchdowns in a 3-minute stretch. Senior from Arlington, Texas, with a loss of 4 on the sack. There's a penalty marker on the play. Right at the 45-yard line. Loading pass, and now a penalty marker is thrown. Not going to do much in terms of yardage, but it will be a fresh set of downs as Stewart was guarding Holtz.
And Stewart has been very active tonight and had himself a...
He's got to step out of bounds here if he wants to save the clock. Now the clock will stop. Yeah, who does not have a catch in his career. There's a flag thrown from the far side of the field. 2nd down 10 to the end zone, and a great pass breakup by Des Lawrence. They were looking for Ford. That's the 3rd breakup of the night. Penalty marker is thrown as Holtz was being covered by the linebacker Shaquille Rashad. Additional penalty, that was the original ruling, but he did throw his flag a little later after Jeff Heiser was actually about to announce the penalty.
What is doing at Duke is impressive.
Absolutely.
Once again, and people need to stop being surprised by that, but I thought this game was very important because of that. What lies